Good morning, guys, and happy Sunday. We have some updates to talk about this morning. Late night filings made by the attorneys on the AMC case with some updates, an amendment to the proposal to try and satisfy Judge Zern's concerns on Friday. Let's go through the details. This is still breaking news, and I waited till this morning to make sure that it was legit, but Chancery Daily posted last night around 3 o'clock in the morning, and thank you to Chancery Daily for confirming this is legit. Let's talk about what she had to say and take a look at the documents. I want to start out talking about what I said on Friday, and Chancery Daily reiterates this in her post on her Substack. What happened on Friday? The biggest misconception that she sees floating around the internet right now is there was a final disposition on the settlement. A lot of people thinking, posting, making videos that the case was done, that Zern said everything was illegal and it was thrown out. That was not the case. The judge had an issue with part of the settlement, and that's what we learned on Friday. So this is still very much in play. And this is breaking news. So we're going to talk about what happened last night. But let's go on and finish her paragraph here. She says there was not a final disposition. There was no ruling on anything like that. There was only the ruling that she described above as articulated in the full opinion. To be fair, lots of news organizations who either don't understand enough or don't care enough to try and help avoid misunderstandings are doing their fair share of contributing to the problem. We saw that, right? A lot of headlines rushed out, which completely misconstrued what happened on Friday. I have done my best to try and give you guys a fair assessment, an honest assessment, an unbiased assessment of what was going on. And the simple fact was that we did not have any sort of final resolution on Friday. We just had Zern saying she didn't like the fact that APE release was included in the settlement, and she wanted that taken out or some other resolution of that issue. So I talked about on Friday during the live 4 possible outcomes, different ways that the attorneys could go with this, and that they would probably be working, if they were really incentivized to get this over with quickly, that they would be working over the weekend to revise the settlement. And that is indeed what we got last night. A revised settlement where the attorneys say, okay, remember where we asked for a release on both APE future claims and AMC future claims? The judge did not like that release on the APE claims. So the revised proposal, the revised settlement from the attorney says, forget about the release on the APE claims. Let's just forget we mentioned that and move forward from here. Please, Chancellor Zern. We have 3 updated documents from the attorneys, a redlined, revised proposed order, and final judgment. The second document that they filed is an addendum to the stipulation and agreement of the compromise settlement and release. This document reiterates that they want to remove the release on the APE claims. And then the one that we're going to talk about very briefly here is the one that describes the removal of the APE claims. This letter is to Judge Zern from attorney Thomas Curry at Saxena White. Dear Vice Chancellor Zern, the plaintiffs, Allegheny County Employees Retirement System and Anthony Franchi, jointly submit this correspondence along with the defendants, AMC, to advise the court that the parties have agreed to a revised release in connection with the parties' proposed settlement. In Your Honor's July 21st opinion, the court advised that it is up to the parties to decide if the risk of unreleased APE claims is worth rejection of a settlement that might pave the way for the conversion, which the parties have intimated is necessary to save the company from financial ruin. With this guidance from the court, the parties have agreed to revise the terms of the stipulation such that released plaintiffs' claims no longer release any claims that refer to APE. The enclosed addendum sets forth these revisions to the release. That is this addendum that we just looked at right here. Given that the parties have agreed to revised settlement terms that are identical in all other respects to the settlement previously submitted for approval, and given that this revision to the settlement agreement provides more favorable terms to the class, to AMC shareholders, by way of a narrowed release, additional notice need not be provided to settlement approval. This is going to be the interesting part right here, this additional notice. What is Judge Zern going to say in the next 24 hours? Is additional notice needed to the class, or is she just going to sign off on this because it took away the one thing that she complained about on Friday to the attorneys? Therefore, the attorneys say accordingly, they respectfully request that the court approve the settlement on these revised terms. Goes on to say that the judge's opinion requested that the parties submit a consolidated complaint and submit an agreed schedule for the remainder of the litigation. However, in light of the parties' agreement to an amended stipulation, that removal of the release on APE claims, they respectfully request that the court stay the order pending Your Honor's consideration of the amended stipulation. So what does that mean in layman's terms, in plain English? The attorneys sat down together this weekend. They hammered out a revised agreement. AMC relented on the release of future APE claims. They said, just forget about that. Let's go with the settlement other than that one paragraph, which we're going to strike out. And Judge Zern, please just approve this right away, and let's move forward and get this settlement done, get the status quo order lifted, so AMC has the ability to move forward with the reverse split and the conversion. What will Judge Zern say? I don't know. We're going to find out in the next 24 hours or so, I imagine. And as news breaks, as things develop, I will be back with you guys to talk some more. I am Tony Denaro. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next video.